In this video, you will need a yarn, your crochet hook, needle, and scissor. To start up with the first step, we're going to change 12. Here is my 12 change, and now we're going to move on to the next step. So we're going to skip 3 change. So this one here is our first one, second one, and the third one. And into the fourth one, we're gonna do half double crochet. And we're gonna add one more half double crochet into the same stitch. And now we have 2 half double crochet into same stitches. We're going to skip 3 change into the third one. We're gonna do half double crochet. So this is my first one, second one, into the third one I'm gonna do half double crochet and add another half double crochet into the same stitch you just did. And do the same thing. So we're going to skip 2 changes into the third one. We're gonna do half double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do 2 half double crochet into the same change here, and then into the last one we're gonna do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3. The third one should be your last change. So into the last change you're gonna do 2 double crochet into the same stitch. So after you reach the end, this is what yours should look like. You have 4 half double crochet total into the stitches, and now we're going to change 2. Flip your work around. So we have our first half double crochet right here. You can see between them there's like space that we did because we did 1, 2 half double crochet. So in between our first half double crochet we're gonna do a half double crochet into that, and we're gonna add another one, so we will have total of 2. We're gonna skip this. We're gonna go to the next half double crochet. In between them we're gonna do a half double crochet and add another one, so you have total of 2. Same thing here. We're gonna skip this here. We're gonna go to the next half double crochet. In between them we're gonna do half double crochet, 2 of them into the same change. To our next one we have 2 half double crochet. In between them we're gonna do 2 half double crochet into the same chain. Then we reach at the end, and now we have 3 change that we skipped at the beginning. So we're just gonna do half double crochet into that, just 1. And now we're going to change 2. Flip your work around, and now we're just going to do the same pattern that we did. So we're going to skip this first change, but we're gonna go into our first half double crochet. Between them we're gonna do 2 half double crochet, just the same pattern, and go to the next half double crochet, and between them we're gonna do 2 half double crochet into the same change. Same thing, we're gonna skip this here. We're gonna go into our first half double crochet. We're gonna do 2 half double crochet into the same chain. To our last change, a half double crochet, and between them we're gonna do 2 half double crochet. And into our last change 2 here, we're gonna do 2 half double crochet. Sorry, just 1 half double crochet into the last one, to the last change, and we're going to change 2. Flip your work around. So basically this is the pattern, but I'm going to show you guys one more time so you guys feel comfortable to continue. So we have our second change here by itself. we're gonna skip that. We're gonna go into our first half double crochet here, 2 here, and between them we're gonna do half double crochet, 2 of them, and we're gonna go into our next half double crochet, and between them we're gonna do 2 half double crochet, and do same thing into the next one. Skip, and between our first half double crochet, do 2 half double crochet, and between a half double crochet, do 2 half double crochet. And when I reach the end, I don't have 2 half double crochet anymore, but I have 2 chain here. On top of it, I'm gonna do 1 half double crochet. Go, and then change 2. Flip your work around. Alright guys, so this is where our pattern look like so far. So you're just gonna continue this same pattern until you have rows of 40 half double crochet. So just keep building on top of each other as you go, the half double crochet, and when you reach 40 stitch rows, I will meet you. I'm gonna continue mine and I will show you guys what mine look like after I finish. I also forgot to mention that this pattern is designed to fit both kids and adult. However, if you're planning to make it for a baby, you need to adjust the measurement size so it can fit the baby. So before I continue to have my 40 stitches, I wanted to show you guys what mine look like so far, so you can see yours and if you're doing the right things. So right now I don't know how many stitches I have, but I know I still have a while to go. But this is what your pattern should look like so far. So you're gonna continue the same pattern until you have 40 stitch half double crochet. So I'm gonna continue mine and I'll come back. So right now I have my 40 rows of half double crochet. I'm gonna cut the yarn off. Make sure to tie the end of the yarn after you cut it to make sure it stays. The next thing you will need will be your needle, and you also need a piece of yarn just a little bit longer. I'm gonna cut this. This will be perfect. So before we sew our 2 ends together, we need to make sure to hide the tails. So I have my needle here and one of the tails. I'm just gonna weave in and out to hide the tails. After you finish hiding the tails at the end of your yarns, and then this is what it looks like. So you should have all perfect edges. So you're gonna stitch the 2 ends together. So you will need your yarn that you cut off at the beginning. So this yarn, the yarn that I cut off, and then you're just gonna need your needle and thread that in, and have your headband, the 2 ends together like this, and we're just gonna weave in and out. So before I usually start, I start with the one end right here at the end here, like this. All right, my yarns got cut up. End of the yarn like this, I will leave a little tail at the end, and that 2 of them, I'm gonna tie those 2 to keep my thread in place. So tie those 2 together. There we go, like this. And now we're gonna put the 2 ends together again. Okay, now we have our yarn here in place, so that means we can get sewing. So I'm just gonna take a little at the end here and a little bit over there, and just sew through, and do on this side too. You can do in the same place for a little bit to make sure it stays. And now I'm just gonna take, since my needle my thread is on that side. Instead of sewing in this side of it, I'm gonna come to this side. The one is facing me, so this one here. And then I'm gonna go to I'm gonna pick up a little thread here. I don't know if you guys can see these 2 stitches. Instead of the first one, I'm gonna go to the second one and pick up that and pull my needle through. You can just leave this, come with it to sew it, make sure. Same thing, I'm gonna come on my side, take a little thread and go to the next one. Not gonna pick that one, but the next one here. Just go through. You can leave this behind. And then you can do however you want, but this is how I like to do mine. So you can do however you like or however you learn how to hand sew. But I'm just gonna continue this, weaving in and out till I reach the end. So I'm like almost at the end here. Make sure to get all the way at the end so that you have a perfect lining. Your stitch will be perfect along with straight stitches. So I'm just making sure that you can open it like this and see if you have perfect line. I don't have, so I'm gonna grab a little one here. Okay. Now you can see it's perfect edge and it's straight. After you reach the end, you're just gonna go back and sew it again. I'm just sewing like this now. I'm just weaving in and out to make sure everything stays together. After I make sure everything is perfect and everything is straight, I'm just gonna cut the yarn off and tie my 2 tails together to finish it. Make sure to. So guys, we did it, we finished it. So this is what it looked like when you finished everything, when you sew the 2 ends together. That pattern was so easy and fun to make. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you have any question, let me know in comment. This is all the color I have made so far. The white tag in there is my logo. If you have anything that you want to put on your headband, like your logo or anything, feel free to put it on because it's so cute and always stand out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this pattern. I'll see you guys again.